We were just kids and we were trying to get it right. I'm going to tell you a short story about a big lesson that I learned a long time ago. You see, when we were 16, just 2 years from becoming legal adults and many years from becoming an actual man, the voice was broken, the hair was finally sprouting from the face, the hormones were in an entanglement with August. Entanglement, entanglement. You know the deal. 16, prime of youth stuff. And we were in Form 4, which means that we were kind of like a big deal in school because we were the O levels. You know what I mean? Forget I did that. But we were the O levels and we were about to finish school. And it was a heady time. You're thinking about a lot. Where am I going to go to school next year? Am I coming back to this place? What am I going to study? Do I have a place university after studying whatever course I'm going to take? Who am I going to become as a person? I suppose this general mood and atmosphere of reflection is what caused Adrian to then correct people in terms of how to pronounce his name. Now, Adrian, which is what we called him, but I always had a sneaking suspicion that this is not the correct way to say that word. But from the time that he was in Form 1 until this very day, had been called Adrian by everybody. I suppose it's a thing that happens with different linguistic groups where you take a word from one language and you panel beat it to fit the contours of your tongue so that you can say it more comfortably. So a name like Andrew might then become Andreas, depending on who you ask. But at any rate, on this day, Adrian decided that he was going to correct the very next person who mispronounced his name. And he did. Kudos to him. He told that person, it's Adrian. Oh my word. Did that not cause havoc throughout the entire Form 4 block? He called himself what? The audacity. Does he think he's white? What's he thinking? Does he think he's better than us? This was the nature and tone of the questions that were erupting all over the block. And I was thinking to myself, how audacious is it really for the person who owns the name to just try and tell you how to get it right? It was a question that stuck with me, and I didn't get any easy answers. In fact, a few weeks later, because I was on the entertainment committee and we were gearing up for the annual variety show or V show, which was the school talent show, I was tasked with going from class to class and inviting people to come through and register for the V show. So it was myself and a couple of friends of mine doing this exercise. And among the categories in the V show were singing, because some people were just that brave. There was no idols yet, guys. It was still you and your classmates. So there was singing, and then there was dancing, because some of us had the moves like Jagger. But I digress. And of course, there was lip syncing. Now, if you're laughing, you're part of the problem. But basically, lip syncing is the practice of synchronizing your lips to be in time with the song to which you are singing along. Lip synchronization was figured to be too long a word, and so lip syncing is what it's called. But alas, not everybody knew this. In fact, as we'd go from class to class and we'd do the presentation, and I would get to the part in the presentation where I invite people to register for the lip syncing, the entire class would erupt into giggles and whispers. I thought this guy was smart. I thought he knew English. Isn't he educated? What the heck is lip syncing? It's lip singing. It's lip singing. Was the general tone and timbre of the commentary that was coming from my erstwhile classmates and colleagues. So after having done all 16 classes, gone from door to door, I then stopped my friends at the end of this exercise, and we looked to each other, and I said to them, what just happened? One of them said to me, dude, you called it lip syncing. I was like, yeah, that's what it's called. He's like, yeah, but sometimes in life, you're going to have to choose whether you want to fit in so that people don't laugh at you, or if you want to be right and be laughed at. I told you, small incident, long time ago, but big lesson. Because ever since that time, every once in a while, you come across situations that require you to ask yourself, what do I lose if I just insist on trying to get it right? Who knows?